referee looks at his watch and his second now.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Hello, welcome back to WantMyBet TV. My name is Will.
And I'm Tom.
We're talking through Europa League, going through every single group, giving you a snapshot on each team, tell you the things that you need to know before the competition starts.
Nice.
Take these stats, use them to fuel your betting and also pub knowledge.
Tell your mates.
Tell your mates, sound more clever. Okay?
And tell your mates about this channel.
Yeah.
Get them on it as well.
That's the first thing you should say.
Yeah, exactly.
So, this one is Group K.
Group K.
So I haven't read this. Tom has done the research. He's going to fill us in. Who's in it?
Okay.
How do we think it's going to end up?
Okay, so the four teams are Astana,
Yes.
Dynamo Kiev,
Yes.
Jablonec,
Never heard of them.
and Rennes.
Okay.
Okay, so those are the four teams. You
Yeah.
will know something about Jablonec by the time you finish this video.
Nice.
Okay, so Astana, capital of Kazakhstan, if you wanted to know that.
Knowledge.
So they won the Kazakhstan Premier League in 2017. Their league runs through the year, so
Yeah.
it's 17, 18,
Yeah, okay.
19, so it's not split across the
Yeah.
2 years. They won it last year. They've won the league for the last 4 years, so they're the boys. Domestically,
big time.
they're the boys in Kazakhstan. They qualified for the Champions League group stage in 15-16, so they've got European pedigree. They've played some decent teams. They lost to Dinamo Zagreb in the Champions League qualifiers this year,
Okay.
but beat Apoel Nicosia in the Europa League playoff to qualify for this.
Okay.
So lost in the Champions League,
Yeah.
but won in a qualifier to get through to this. They also lost last year. They were in the Europa League, lost to Sporting Lisbon in the last 32. So
Before all of Sporting's players left.
before Sporting's players got beaten up by their fans. But Astana are fairly decent. Like, they play in Europe every year and they're good domestically.
Yeah.
That's what you need to know about them.
Okay.
Next team, Dynamo Kiev. Obviously you know about them.
Yeah.
So they finished second in the Ukrainian League last year behind Shaktar.
Yeah.
Shaktar are the boys in Ukraine.
Yes.
They lost in the Ukrainian Cup final as well to Shaktar.
Just them and Shaktar. Isn't it?
Shaktar, I think, did the treble.
Did
so,
they?
yeah, they're class. Dynamo are just behind them.
Yeah. Still a good team though.
Still a good team. They lost to Ajax in the Champions League qualifier,
Okay.
but this season, so they got put
Yeah.
into this Europa League. They lost in the last 16 of the Europa League last season against Lazio 4-2.
Okay.
So again, playing Europe most years,
Not bad.
not a bad team.
Probably a better team than Astana.
Better team than Astana, slightly better than Astana, but slightly off European like top boys basically.
Yeah.
They actually won the Ukrainian League. Them and Shaktar battled it out, but they won it in 14-15 and 15-16.
Right.
So
it's just reversed.
yeah, exactly. They're decent. So you've heard of those two
Right.
teams.
Tell me about Jablonec.
Jablonec.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had to Google where they were from.
Right,
first of all.
yeah.
So they were third in the Czech League behind Slavia Prague and Viktoria Plzen.
Oh yeah,
Plzen are in the Champions League.
They're in whose group are they in? They're in
Chelsea? No, not Chelsea.
Arsenal's.
No, they're one of the English teams. City, is it maybe? Man City. I think they're a
Yeah,
City
maybe.
team. They've been in the top flight of Czech Republic football since 1993, and I've still not heard of them.
Yeah, neither.
They were runners-up in the Czech Cup, so they had a good run in the Cup. 7th in the Czech League, they are currently.
Okay.
So they've lost 3 of their 7 games already.
See, if you're losing 3 of 7 games in the Czech League and you're 7th,
struggling.
you're struggling in Europa.
Yeah, so they've never made it to the group stages of the Europa League before.
Okay.
They've been in the qualifying basically every
Right.
year and never made it in.
So great for the fans this year.
Great for the fans that they've made it in, but they're only going to play 6 games in this group. They're not going any further.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jablonec fans. And then the final team in this group is Rennes.
Yep.
So they were 5th in Ligue 1 in France last year, qualified for the Europa League outright, so it wasn't like a cup, did it with their league position. Had a very good away record, won 8 games on the road last year. So they're young, exciting, not the biggest squad, that's the only thing. They've got quite a small squad, but they're very, very good on the counter.
Okay.
They are all quick, pacey
The
strikers.
lack of depth is probably more likely to hurt them in the league.
Exactly.
Than it is in
That's
this.
what I think. So
Yeah.
it's a tough one to call, this one. Tough one to call. So the start of the season well, currently 6th. The challenge is going to be, it's basically, I think 3 teams in this. Jablonec are going to finish bottom,
Yeah.
but the other 3 have all got a chance of winning.
They all fancy this because there's no major team.
Exactly. So between Astana, Kiev and Rennes, they're all battling out for top
Yeah.
spot. It could go any one of 3 ways.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the hardest
That's
Europa
really
League
hard to call.
Yeah. So Kiev are very good at home, and people don't really like travelling there. So I think that might be the key thing. Same with Astana.
Yeah.
Both got to travel quite a long distance, and I think if their home form's good, they'll go through.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit controversial, but I've gone Kiev to win it.
Yeah.
Astana to finish second,
Big.
Rennes to finish third. That's the key call.
Yeah, okay.
Who finishes second? I wouldn't like to. I wouldn't put my mortgage on Kiev and Astana going through.
It's not one to put in a.
It's not a banker. This one,
No.
not a banker by any stretch.
Quite
So
a few of the other previews we've done, we've gone, look, that is spot on.
that is
Definitely
nailed on.
coming
This
in.
one is not nailed
Yeah.
on.
Be
so
a
I've
great
gone-
shout if it is though. You heard it here first.
So I've gone Kiev, Astana, Rennes,
Yeah.
Jablonec.
Okay.
And only reason that those 2 qualify is their home form.
Yeah.
That's the reasoning.
Well, based on what you've told me, I agree.
Okay.
And I've learnt something about Jablonec.
Jablonec, 3rd in the Czech League they were last year, mate.
There you go.
Nice.
So, let us know in the comments if you agree or disagree, or if we have missed out any key info that you think we should have said. Check our channel for all of the other previews on the other groups. Remember to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.
See you later.
See you later.
Now then, is Petke, the referee looks at his watch, and his second now.